My child, listen, because I am stepping into your atmosphere right now, and I am pulling back a veil that has been hanging over your house for far too long, and what I am about to reveal is not meant to terrify you but to awaken you, because something has been moving in the unseen places of your home, something has been whispering when the lights go off, something has been shifting in rooms you haven't prayed over in months. Something has been hiding in corners you thought were empty, and it has been trying to get your attention. My child, hear me carefully, because this is not imagination, this is not anxiety, this is not fear speaking, this is the discernment of the Spirit rising in you, and I am confirming what you have been sensing deep in your chest when you walk through that one room, when you pass that hallway, when you stand near that old object, when you open that forgotten drawer. Something stirs, something pulls, something watches, and I, the Lord, am telling you now it is time for you to confront what has been lingering in the shadows of your own home. My child, lean in because what I am saying is not small, this is not minor, this is not a casual warning, this is a divine interruption, and I am placing my hand on the exact spiritual disturbance you have been ignoring for weeks. You thought it was coincidence, you thought it was fatigue, you thought it was just the atmosphere, but it wasn't, my child, it was a presence, a leftover residue, a spiritual imprint that came through something or someone that entered your home without your spiritual guard standing. My child, pay attention, because something entered your space that did not come from me, something that carries weight, something that carries history, something that carries intention, and I am showing you now because the time for pretending it's nothing has ended. Listen, because the enemy hoped you would stay distracted, he hoped you would stay busy, he hoped you would stay numb long enough for this thing to root itself deeper into your environment, but I am stepping in before that happens. I am interrupting the enemy's plan before he can settle into the walls of your home. My child, hear me, because the unsettling feeling in your spirit has been the Holy Spirit trying to alert you. You didn't imagine the shift in the air, you didn't imagine the coldness in that one room, you didn't imagine the dreams that suddenly became heavy, you didn't imagine the arguments that started from nothing, you didn't imagine the confusion that rose out of nowhere, you didn't imagine the sudden sense of being watched or monitored in your own home. No, my child, those were spiritual signals, alarms, warnings, indicators that something hidden was trying to be noticed, something was trying to gain influence and legal ground, but I am not allowing it to remain hidden any longer. My child, I need you to understand that not everything in your house belongs to you, not everything in your house carries peace, not everything in your house carries light. Some things were given to you by people who do not carry clean hands, some objects carry spiritual residue from past owners, some gifts carry unseen attachments, some items carry lingering intentions from those who handed them to you with a smile but not with purity. My child, listen, because that uneasy feeling you get when you pass by that one item is not random. Your spirit was discerning a contamination that your natural senses could not define. My child, come closer because I am about to expose the hidden source. I am going to bring into the light the object, the corner, the drawer, the room, the thing that has been drawing spiritual attention. I am about to shine my spotlight on the very thing the enemy has been hiding behind. But before I reveal it, I need you to understand why the enemy targeted your home. He targeted it because your home is a spiritual gate, your home is a sanctuary, Your home is where your breakthrough is being birthed. Your home is where your restoration is taking shape. Your home is where your family's healing is supposed to manifest. Your home is where destiny is being formed, and the enemy hates when a house carries divine purpose. For your daughter, support by giving a super thanks up to $100 as a simple act of faith and gratitude. Not by pressure, but by love, saying, Lord, I believe this word and I receive it. So he tries to slip in, he tries to infiltrate, he tries to plant a point of disturbance, something subtle, something small, something that can sit quietly but broadcast unrest into your atmosphere. My child, listen, because once an object is spiritually marked, once it is spiritually charged, once it has been used with hidden intention, it becomes a beacon, a doorway, a signal, and it invites disturbances that would have no authority otherwise. My child, I am bringing your memory back right now. Think about the moment that atmosphere shifted. Think about the day the peace in your home dimmed. Think about when the strange dreams began. Think about when the heaviness arrived. Think about when the sudden tension started. Think about the new item that entered your home around that exact time. Think about what you picked up, what you accepted, what you brought in, what you placed on a shelf, what you didn't pray over. My child, I am reminding you so you will see that this was not random, this was timed, calculated, intentional, but the enemy miscalculated something. He forgot that you are not unprotected, he forgot that my eyes watch your home, he forgot that my spirit guards your space, he forgot that you belong to me, and anything that does not belong to me cannot remain where I dwell. My child, I am about to tear down the hiding place, I am about to expose the exact source, and I am going to guide you step by step through the cleansing of your home. My child, listen, because the thing hiding in your house is not stronger than you, it is not stronger than my spirit, it is not stronger than the authority I have placed in your mouth. But it has been hoping you would stay silent, it has been hoping you would ignore the signs, it has been hoping you would accept the atmosphere as normal, but I am breaking that delusion right now, I am lifting the veil, I am awakening your spiritual sight, I am sharpening your discernment. My child, breathe, because the revelation is coming now. My child, hear me clearly, the hidden thing in your house is connected to a point of entry. Something came in through an unprayed-over gift, an inherited object with spiritual history, a decorative item connected to a culture or practice not aligned with me, a piece of jewelry or fabric carrying past intentions, a book, a symbol, an artifact, a personal belonging tied to someone who battles spiritual darkness, or a forgotten object tied to a painful season of your life. My child, one of these things has been drawing attention in the spirit realm, and the enemy has been using it as a seat, a foothold, a signal, and now I am telling you to rise up and confront it. My child, now I am guiding you. Walk through your home in your mind, walk with me room by room, step by step, and I will show you the one place you always avoid, the one drawer you don't open, the one box you haven't touched, the one shelf that feels heavy, the one object that gives you a strange feeling, the one item you didn't want to throw away because you weren't sure what it meant. Listen, because that is where it is hiding, in the small, the forgotten, the sentimental, the overlooked. My child, I am bringing it up because the assignment connected to it is ending tonight. My child, listen, because the atmosphere around your home is about to shift again, but this time it will be the shift of liberation, the shift of cleansing, the shift of restoration and peace, because I am stepping into your home with fire, I am stepping in with light, I am stepping in with authority, and I am declaring that every hidden disturbance, every spiritual residue, every lingering presence, every whispered influence, every shadowed corner is being exposed and uprooted. My child, listen, because I am not lifting my hand off this revelation yet. I am not softening the intensity, I am not slowing the uncovering, because what I started exposing must be completed with the same fire, the same clarity, and the same authority that began this message, and now, my child, I am taking you deeper. I am peeling back another layer, I am walking you into the very root of what has been stirring inside your home, because you must understand the origin, the motive, the assignment behind this hidden disturbance that has been trying to get your attention. My child, hear me, the enemy did not place this thing in your home accidentally. This was strategic, this was planned, this was timed to coincide with the moment you were beginning to rise spiritually, the moment you started praying differently, the moment you began breaking cycles, the moment you began rejecting old patterns, the moment you began closing old doors, the moment you began stepping into the identity I gave you. The enemy saw your elevation, he saw your awakening, he saw your hunger for me returning, and he panicked, so he attempted to plant something in your environment that would interrupt your spiritual momentum, something that would drain you subtly, something that would create conflict, something that would attach heaviness to your sleep, something that would breed confusion in conversations, something that would distort your emotions, something that would whisper discouragement into the air, something that would lower the spiritual temperature of your home. My child, hear me, because the enemy cannot destroy what I have covered, he cannot shut doors I have opened, he cannot curse what I have blessed. So he works through distraction, contamination, and infiltration, and that is exactly why he tried to place something inside your house, something small enough to be ignored but spiritual enough to cause disturbance, something that could sit silently yet speak volumes in the spirit realm, something that could hide but still influence the atmosphere, something that would blend into the natural but disrupt the supernatural. My child, pay close attention, because I am revealing now how this hidden thing gained entry. You accepted something with your hands, but your spirit did not agree with it. You allowed something in because you didn't want to offend someone. You kept something because you thought it was sentimental. You held on to something because you didn't want to confront what it reminded you of. You placed something on a shelf because you didn't realize the spiritual meaning attached to it. You opened your door to someone spiritually chaotic, and what they carried lingered after they left. You took in an object that was once prayed over, but not by my spirit. You accepted a decoration or symbol that was consecrated in another realm. You kept something that once belonged to someone going through deep spiritual torment. My child, the enemy hides himself in the unnoticed, the sentimental, the artistic, the familiar, the inherited, the decorative, and the forgotten. My child, hear me, because now I am shining my light directly on it. That object does not just sit, it speaks. It does not just exist, it broadcasts. It does not just remain, it influences. It shifts the air, It attaches to emotions, it stirs irritation, it magnifies insecurities, it opens the door for unnecessary arguments, it brings restlessness into the night, it causes sudden tension, it provokes random anxiety, it manipulates the spiritual climate of your home without you realizing what has been happening. My child, listen, because the atmosphere in your home has been trying to communicate with you. The corners have been whispering, the walls have been echoing, the silence has been speaking, your spirit has been sensing, and tonight I am confirming the truth. Your discernment was correct, the disturbance is real, the source is spiritual, and I am not revealing this to frighten you, I am revealing it to empower you, because you cannot cast out what you cannot identify, and you cannot destroy what you cannot see. My child, now you see it, now you recognize it, now you understand why you have been uneasy in certain parts of your house, why you have felt watched in certain moments, why your thoughts suddenly shift when you walk into specific rooms, why your peace drops instantly when you approach that one drawer, that one box, that one corner. My child, listen, because the hidden thing inside your house was never meant to stay. It was never meant to take root, it was never meant to operate freely. Its time is up, its influence is ending, its assignment is breaking, its presence is being dismantled right now, even as I speak. My child, feel the shift in the atmosphere, because my voice is pulling authority into your home. I am cleansing the air, I am pushing back the lingering shadows, I am sending confusion into the enemy's camp, I am weakening the grip of every spiritual residue that entered through that forgotten object. My child, now I am guiding you deeper, because the enemy never sends a disturbance without an intention. He never hides something without a purpose, he never plants something without a desired outcome. My child, this disturbance was meant to stop something in you, it was meant to delay something, it was meant to exhaust something, it was meant to silence something, it was meant to agitate something, it was meant to corrupt something, because the enemy knows he cannot destroy destiny, so he tries to disrupt the environment where destiny grows, and that is why he targeted your home, your atmosphere, your sanctuary, the womb of your breakthrough. My child, hear me, because I am showing you the design behind this attack. It wanted access to your mind, it wanted access to your sleep, it wanted access to your emotions, it wanted access to your conversations, it wanted access to your decisions, it wanted access to your vulnerability, it wanted access to your momentum. But I am cutting every access point, I am sealing every doorway, I am shutting every spiritual channel that this thing has been using to whisper into your environment. My child, now walk with me, because I am revealing the moment this thing first tried to announce itself. The moment you felt a sudden coldness sweep through a room, the moment a light flickered at a strange hour, the moment you felt something stare at you when you passed that corner, the moment you woke up at the same time multiple nights in a row, the moment you had a dream that felt heavier than anything you've seen, the moment you felt an invisible presence stand behind you, the moment something fell without reason, the moment you felt watched when you were alone. These were not accidents, my child, these were signals, and I was trying to wake you up. My child, now hear this final truth. I am not exposing the hidden thing inside your house just to show you what the enemy tried to do. I am exposing it to strip it of power, to uproot it completely, to shut down its assignment for good, and to restore your home to the spiritual purity it once carried before this infiltration happened. My child, the cleansing has begun, the uprooting has started, the stripping is in motion, and I will continue unveiling the next layer, the next revelation, the next instruction when you tell me to continue, because this breakthrough is not ending here, this exposure is not complete, this purification is not finished, and I am ready to pour the next wave when you are ready for me to speak again. For your son, support by giving a super thanks up to $500, as a simple act of faith and gratitude. Not by pressure, but by love, saying, Lord, I believe this word and I receive it. My child, listen, because I am bringing you now into the final wave, the sealing fire, the closing revelation, the last strike of this prophetic exposure, and I need you to stay fully present, because what I am about to speak will not only close this assignment, but will cleanse the spiritual atmosphere of your entire home. My child, breathe in, because the last pieces are about to fall into place, the last shadows are about to be removed, the last hidden movement is about to be silenced, and the final authority over your house is about to be established in the Spirit. My child, hear me, because you have walked with me through the unveiling. You have listened as I exposed the hidden thing that lodged itself into your environment. You allowed me to shine my light into corners you never expected to revisit, and now I am guiding you into the final confrontation, the final uprooting, the final cleansing, the moment where the enemy loses all legal right, all traction, all influence, all access to your home. My child, listen, because I am about to reveal the final intention behind what was hiding in your house. The enemy was not simply aiming to disturb you, he wanted to provoke something deeper. He wanted to distort your spiritual sensitivity. He wanted to numb your discernment. He wanted to weaken your authority. He wanted to sow unrest so you would stop praying. He wanted to create emotional weight so you would avoid worship. He wanted to stir tension so the atmosphere of your relationships would crack. He wanted to introduce fear so your sleep would become a battleground. He wanted to silence your voice, because he knows your voice is a weapon in the spirit realm. My child, hear me, because the enemy knows your house carries destiny. He knows your house carries calling. He knows your house carries purpose. He knows your house is a birthplace of restoration. He knows your house is a spiritual gate that opens heaven over your life. So he planted something, hoping that through confusion, through heaviness, through tension, through fear, through distraction, he could shift the spiritual temperature just enough to interfere with your growth. But he failed, my child, he failed, because you belong to me. He failed, because my Spirit dwells in your home. He failed, because I have placed my seal on your household. He failed, because my angels surround your walls. He failed, because my presence saturates the very ground where you stand. My child, now hear this. I am entering the final stage of cleansing your home. Every room, every hallway, every drawer, every shelf, every corner, every closet, every forgotten space is becoming a place of my light. I am sweeping through the unseen places. I am pushing out every residue, every echo, every leftover shadow that attached itself to your atmosphere. The disturbance that hid in secret is losing its strength, it is losing its footing, it is losing its connection to your space, because my authority is suffocating its presence right now. My child, hear me, because even now the air is shifting, the spiritual pressure is changing, the unseen realm is responding to my voice. This is the hour where what was hidden can no longer remain. This is the hour where what was whispering is silenced completely. This is the hour where the enemy's access is sealed shut. This is the hour where my fire cleanses your home from the foundation to the rooftop. My child, now I am giving you the final instruction. Lean in close, let your spirit receive every word. You are to walk through your home with intention, with awareness, with spiritual authority, and speak these words out loud if you can, and if not, speak them in your heart, because my voice will echo through yours. My child, say this. Every spirit that entered my home without God's permission, every residue that lingers without divine assignment, every presence that hides in corners, every shadow that does not come from the Lord, I command you now by the authority of Jesus Christ, leave this house now. This house belongs to the Lord. This atmosphere belongs to the Lord. Every room, every wall, every opening, every object is now under the blood of Jesus, and no unclean thing can remain here. I restore peace, purity, light, and divine order over my home, in Jesus' name. Amen. My child, when you release those words, something will break, something will shift, something will leave, something will collapse in the spirit, because your voice, backed by my authority, becomes a hammer, a sword, a wind, a fire, and every hidden thing that tried to gain influence in your home will be uprooted and ejected immediately. My child, listen, because now I am giving you spiritual clarity. Once you speak, once you declare, once you take your ground, the enemy loses every thread he tried to weave into your atmosphere. The object that carried the disturbance will lose all its spiritual power. It will not be able to whisper, it will not be able to broadcast, it will not be able to influence, it will not be able to sit as a spiritual seat any longer. My child, I am also showing you this. Once the cleansing is done, you will notice 3 signs, 3 confirmations that the atmosphere has shifted. The first sign is peace, a peace that feels deeper than before, a peace that doesn't just sit but saturates the air. The second sign is clarity, your mind will sharpen, your thoughts will feel lighter, your discernment will rise naturally without strain. The third sign is rest, your sleep will break free from heaviness, from fear, from restlessness, from spiritual interruption. My child, hear me, because these signs will come quickly once the disturbance is removed, and you will know that the hidden thing, the silent intruder, the spiritual residue that tried to anchor itself in your home has been fully evicted. My child, now listen to my final words as I close this message. I am sealing your home in my presence. I am covering every entrance in my protection. I am establishing peace over your walls. I am declaring divine fire at your thresholds. I am resetting the spiritual frequency of your atmosphere. I am restoring purity to your rooms. I am releasing angels of warfare and angels of peace to stand guard day and night. My child, the hidden thing has been exposed. The assignment has been broken. The infiltration has been reversed. The atmosphere has been cleansed. And I, the Lord, declare your home safe, your home covered, your home restored, your home protected, your home saturated with my presence. This is the final word. This is the closing seal. This is the completion of the revelation. Rest now in the assurance that what tried to hide can hide no more, what tried to enter can enter no more, what tried to whisper can whisper no more, because your house is under my dominion, and no darkness can remain where my light dwells. It is done, my child. It is sealed. It is finished. Go in peace. For your son, support by giving a super thanks up to $1,000, as a simple act of faith and gratitude. Not by pressure, but by love, saying, Lord, I believe this word and I receive it.